that when you look at games and second of a back-to-back, usually the bench can play a role in those type of games. How huge were they tonight?
I mean, any game that you can get something at the bench is good, and they were extreme today. Drew played unbelievable when Nurk got hit. EG, Royce, I mean, all the way down the line. It's just more of what we expect out of our group. With the talent we have, top to bottom.
Curious with you closing it out with the 3 threes. Was those just a matter of you see it and or in the flow of the offense? How would you assess how you were able to get those looks at the end there?
I think overall, especially these last 2 games, the ball's been hopping, and it's just been great energy. The more passes, the more swings that we get, the better energy and better shots we get.
What's the key to cutting down on some of those turnovers that you guys have?
I would say shoot more, especially in the paint. Avoid those passes in the paint, those low bounce passes. I just say be more aggressive. Look to score the ball.
How much more dangerous to make you guys when EG's pulling up in transition and being aggressive like that?
Yeah, it's unguardable. I mean, I've been on the other side of it. It's tough to deal with. When you think you're close enough, you're not. When you think he's too far out and he won't shoot it, he will. So, you always have to be on your toes, and, he still has that speed to go right by you and get a layup too. So it's a tough coverage.
We know it's a three-point heavy league, and it's hard to contest that shot without getting up under a shooter. I know that's been a point of emphasis in terms of contesting those shots. How do you feel you guys have done in the last 2 games?
Like the ones that have been getting fouls on?
Yeah, I mean, like after the Bucks game, I know Vogel said it was a point of emphasis, and then it feels like you guys have been a lot more aggressive in contesting lately.
You just have to, get guys off the line and, avoid their landing space. But guys are good. They jump forward on their shots a bit. So it's tough, but like you said, there's a lot of guys that are just living and dying by the 3. So, once you run them off the line, it's something that they're not used to.
Devin, it's been the last couple of games in foul trouble for you. What's going on with that, you think?
I've been fouling.
I mean, so you would say it was just strictly on you with that?
Except for that last one, that one, the one we challenged, it wasn't a foul. Whenever I do like just a light grab or something that I think is, not enough to be a foul because I feel it most of the game being done to me, and it gets called immediately. I mean, it's still a foul. It's just the consistency of calling it on both ends. I watch people wrestle Kevin Durant all night, and then one little grab or hold is called immediately.
Then you guys started out kind of slow and really picked it up there. What do you think was the key for that?
Just keep playing, understanding that, there's 4 quarters to a game. And, a lot of us have been in plenty of situations, especially with the modern NBA, and understanding no lead is, out of reach, especially with the firepower we have over here. So, I don't think anybody on our team was startled or fazed. We just regrouped and continued playing, and it worked out well for us.
Devin, you obviously have your own relationship with the game of basketball, but when you see your teammate Eric Gordon still going with this game after 15 years, is it inspiring or encouraging to you?
It was inspiration all around me. We have Thad on the team now. I grew up playing against EG10 All-Stars. I played against Team Thad. I've played against Bradley Beal Elite. So, these guys are embedded in the game. Obviously, IT being a new addition, his love for the game is unmatched. So, there's just complete inspiration around all of us every day, and, I feel it.
Devin, Coach challenged you guys after last night's win to play more together. How do you think you guys answer the call, and moving forward down this final stretch, what do you want to see yourself and this team do moving forward?
Just win games. Still continue to have fun with it, and like Coach said, just continue to play together. And tonight was an example of that. Of this might be how the playoffs is. A team comes out hot. I think the more you can keep your head and stay together and just continue playing, I feel like we have the talent to do really special things.
you have any thoughts on the Wildcats?
I do not. I do not.
John, you guys are at that 12 games above 500, and it's for the first time this season. You guys have reached 11 over 500 twice. Would you say consider that to be progression at this point in the season, or is still struggling with basically trying to get to a crack towards past that 6th spot?
I mean, it's just kind of hard to keep up with it all. You know, it's been years of that, and you know, you start looking at other teams, who they're playing, and their matchups, and you know, I just learned to focus on ourselves, and you know, whoever we get, you know, we obviously want to avoid the play-in, but if the play-in happens, then you know, we play. So just control the controllables, keep working on ourselves, keep getting better, and you know, I think we'll be in pretty good shape.
Thanks, Will.